I can't explain it. It just makes me feel good at this point when I do it. And when I don't do it, I feel like I let an opportunity slip away.
Welcome to Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh? To Better Win Green, eh?
Welcome into Intentional Lounge, everybody. Your favorite NFL show on YouTube. We're talking the conference championship, guys. Chiefs, Lions both made it here. I can't believe it. It's doing great over here at Better and Green. Guys, if you want to see more content from us, make sure you head over to bettergreen.com. And also, if you guys want to see the plays that we're on so you guys can follow our bets, head over to Sharps. It's a sports betting social media platform. Use code BET269. That's bet with two T's, BETT269. You guys can tail all of our plays straight from the app. It's a lot of fun. Go there, talk your shit, flex your wins. Enjoy it with us. You guys ready to talk some conference championship football with our teams?
It doesn't even sound real. Let's get into it.
We have the Kansas City Chiefs heading to Baltimore to face the Ravens. Ravens are 3.5-point home favorites. Over-under set at 44.5. Ethan, let's start with you, man.
Yeah, before I get into the game, I'm really hoping the NFL takes note of my flag throwing here. Maybe I could ref for maybe the Super Bowl one day. We'll see if the Lions are in it. I'll take this year's Super Bowl. I'll follow the script. I can do it.
How's your vision?
Blue. I see a lot of blue.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. If you're 2020, they don't let you ref. You got to be like 2040 or whatever it is.
Yeah. No. Not great. Not great. I would see a lot of AFC holding calls. And more than likely. But yeah, speaking of AFC, we'll get into the AFC Championship game here. Kansas City at Baltimore. My Buffalo Bills are not here. I guess my Buffalo Bills. Thanks to Ben, your Chiefs. I mean, they outplayed Buffalo. I was pretty shocked by it. I really thought Buffalo was the better team heading into the game. They were not the better team on Sunday. Really thought Buffalo versus Baltimore would be the matchup we're talking about here. But it is not. It is Mahomes yet again. Just carrying that team and that offense that they actually looked pretty good. Marquez Valdez-Scantling actually showed a sign of like having real hands. I don't know if he got a transplant from someone else. He had one like really good catch where I was like, there's no way he just caught that.
Not him.
But yeah, I know the Bills' best player was not active in that game, Kadarius Toney. So I do think that hurt them. But no, Kansas City, another good win for them. Baltimore, 3.5-point favorite. I don't think it continues for Kansas City here. I do think Baltimore wins. I think Baltimore goes to the Super Bowl. And I still think the line is just a little bit low. And I think people are honestly just betting Kansas City because it is Mahomes. It's Kansas City as a dog. They just went on the road and got that win against Buffalo. And I mean, it's hard to go against Kansas City, especially in the playoffs with their success they've had. It really is. But just some stats I'll read off here. Just showing that Baltimore is better. And honestly, they're the best team remaining in the NFL. Scoring offense, Baltimore second, Kansas City 14th. Scoring defense, 1 and 2, but Baltimore is number 1. Yards per play, Kansas City 9th, Baltimore 4th. Yards per play against, Kansas City 4th, Baltimore 2nd. Rush yards per game or per attempt, Kansas City 9th, Baltimore 3rd. Rush yards against per attempt, which this is the biggest one to me, Kansas City 18th, Baltimore 3rd. I'm sorry, that was pass yards per attempt, offensive. Rush defense, Kansas City 25th, Baltimore 23rd. Pass defense, yards per attempt, Kansas City 2nd, Baltimore 1st yet again. Takeaways, Baltimore 3rd, Kansas City 28th. Giveaways, Baltimore 10th, Kansas City 25th. So that wasn't as clear as I had planned it out to be, but basically the thing that worries me the most is Baltimore has the, I believe, second best rushing offense. Kansas City has a bottom rushing defense. I think they're going to be able to control the ball because of that. We just saw Buffalo pretty much gash Kansas City's rush defense. We also saw Kansas City gash Buffalo's rush defense as well. But yeah, I think Baltimore is going to control the clock. I think they're going to just pound that ground game. I think it's going to ultimately be too much for Kansas City. Kansas City is playing their best ball right now. I think that they've probably played all season. So I think, Ben, that gives you some hope here. But ultimately, I do just think Baltimore's the better team. Defensively, they're very similar. Baltimore is just a touch better. Offensively, I think is the difference here. Again, it is still Mahomes. It is still Andy Reid. It would not shock me if the Chiefs prevail here and go to another Super Bowl. But yeah, I think the 3.5 is a little short. I'll take it. Favorite play in this game, favorite play of the entire weekend, under 44.5 points. Because like I said, I think Baltimore just runs basically all day. That's going to run the clock, slow possessions. And yeah, I don't think Kansas City has the success they had against Buffalo, against Baltimore's defense. So I think it's a lower scoring game. I could see like a 27-13. Baltimore pulls away.
All right, I'm going to keep mine relatively short. I have a new puppy, and you wouldn't believe it. Tell my wife that I have to be recording at 6 p.m. one day a week. She can't get home on time. So I just had to run down. I'm a little out of breath. Gave him some more peanut butter. Hopefully he shows his mouth for a little bit. He's going to be fat as shit with peanut butter. But anyways, love the under. The under's a play in this game. I see it's some books already at 44 points. Public is super big on the over. I'm seeing a couple different sites, but 70% of the bets are on the over. 62% of the money is on the under. So under is getting quite a bit of love here, and I think that's the play first and foremost. As for the spread, I hate it, but until I'm proven otherwise, I got to take Mahomes when you get the hook. So I'm going to take him at the plus 3.5. It seems a little too good to be true, which I'm very nervous about. Pretty obvious in my mind to take Kansas City and Mahomes as a 3.5 point underdog. Baltimore's legit. So I'm nervous about that bet. But again, until proven otherwise, I think I got to back Mahomes. And I don't know if they have enough to get it done. But again, the 3.5, I could see this being a 3-point game easily. Could also very well see it being a 4-point game, which that doesn't do well for me. But yeah, got to back Mahomes with his track record right now. And yeah, but my favorite play by far, probably of the whole weekend, is the under in this game.
Wyatt, I love you, man. I love you. I could kiss you after hearing that. Unfortunately, I'm with Ethan on this one. I'm taking Baltimore minus the 3.5. The number one stat that stood out to me too is number 1 and number 2 defense in points per game. Like, this is going to be a heavy defensive battle. What I have from the side I was on, 16% of bets are on the under. Like, I don't understand why so many people are hammering that over when these are two of the best defenses in the league. I mean, a lot of people were talking about Cleveland, but it's been Baltimore and Kansas City pretty much all year. Like, they've been fantastic. Baltimore has been the best team. Ethan said it already. They've been the best team in the NFL, not the AFC, the NFL this year. They killed San Fran, beat up on the Lions too. And you guys are in the conference championship game too. So you guys aren't a bad team. It worries me that this defense that we're looking at, Kansas City, their offense has looked great, and it only matters how you play in the playoffs. Doesn't matter. Regular season doesn't matter. Once you get there, how you play in that game matters. We've played a beat up Miami defense and a pretty beat up Buffalo defense, being honest. And now the Ravens, they don't have the same injuries. So I think that we're going to have a lot harder time scoring. I still think that we do okay. I think we can keep it semi-close, but I do have the Ravens winning this game. But same side of that coin, it just matters how you play this one game. And Baltimore didn't play the first week, played a Houston team, which CJ Stroud was awesome. But, I mean, they're not the same as the Bills, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Niners. So we have to see how Baltimore comes out and plays. But as of now, from everything I've seen, I'm going to go with Baltimore. But I'm really happy that we at least got one Chiefs in there. Thank you, Wyatt.
I changed mine to the Ravens, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I think you got to, in my mind, I have to keep taking Mahomes if he keeps doing what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. I trust Mahomes more than Lamar.
Yeah.
But every other piece, I think I take Baltimore, which makes it tough. I mean, we'll see. It should be a good one. But also, I think people are heavy on the over because their first thought is just Mahomes, Lamar. Just two like fun, like gunslingers basically. And yeah, hopefully it keeps that way. I hope it goes 45.5, 46. Keep climbing.
Yes. Yes, please. All right, guys, we're going to head to your guys' game now. That's the Lions heading to San Francisco to face the 49ers. 49ers are 7-point home favorites. Over-under is set at 51. Wyatt, come on, man. What do we do with this?
Yeah. So happy the Lions are here. So happy. Super excited for this game. I think it's a great matchup. Again, I think these teams are very similar in their play style. I just kind of think like San Fran's the A team and Detroit's the B team in regards to how they play. I think the only possible advantage as of late that the Lions may have, and this may sound crazy, maybe a hot topic, but I think Goff might be a little bit better than Purdy, especially how Purdy's been playing lately. So I think that's literally the only advantage Detroit has. Defensively, every single aspect of San Fran's defense is better. Offensive line is probably a toss-up. San Fran is one of the best. Detroit might have a slight edge there. Wide receivers, San Fran, even if Debo out. Running back, obviously San Fran. Tight end, probably still San Fran. That's a close one. But, I mean, San Fran's just the upgrade. And just the upgrade. I know Ethan doesn't love that one. Just the upgraded Detroit team. And I'm very nervous about that. Similar to the line movement and the betting splits in the under in Kansas City, Baltimore, we're seeing the same thing on the over. I'm seeing a lot of money coming in on the over of this game as opposed to the bets. So just not as high betting percentages on the over, but the money is going, which means some big boy money's coming in on this over. So hell, you don't have to tell me twice to take a Detroit over. So I like that quite a bit. I believe it's 50.5, 51, something like that. Detroit, we all know can score. Can they score against San Fran? That's the big question. We all know San Fran can score. Can they score against Detroit? Yep. So that one's so I'll take the over, and then I'm just gonna an emotional bet here. I'm gonna take San Fran to -7, or emotional hedge. If Detroit wins, I'll be happy. If San Fran wins and covers, I'll be a little richer. So nothing big on the San Fran spread, but for the graphic, I'll take them at the minus. I believe they're -7. I wish I got them at the 6.5, but yeah, I'll take San Fran. But go Lions! I hope they can do it. I just hope they don't get blown out. That would be that would suck. I just hope it's close. Obviously, would love them to win. I just don't know if it's doable with or without Debo.
Challenge. Laporta, best tight end in the game. Better than Kittle. Get it out of here. That's all I'm going to challenge, though, because I'm with you. I wish I could come on here and say Kansas City, Detroit, start where we finish, or finish where we started. But I can't. I mean, San Fran just feels like a gift, -7, honestly. I have all the same stats written down that I had for the AFC Championship game. I won't read through all those because it was just mumbo jumbo, but basically, offense is extremely similar. Scoring offense, both top 5. Yards per play, both top 3. San Fran is first in yards per play. Defensively is where things get pretty bad for Detroit. 30th in pass defense. 18th in takeaways, where San Fran's 5th. San Fran is also 5th in pass defense. So, yeah, I mean, San Fran is pretty equal statistically to where Baltimore was in every category. Detroit is equal to Baltimore and San Fran offensively. They're horrible defensively, statistically. So I don't think that's the difference here. I think San Fran's going to be able to pass all day long on our secondary, unfortunately. I do think Detroit probably has some success too offensively. I just saw today they have the most offensive touchdowns out of the NFL this season, which was pretty cool. San Fran was second, only one behind them. So, yeah, it should be an offensive day. But, yeah, ultimately, I just think San Fran gets some stops. It might be like the Chiefs-Bills game, to be honest with you. Kansas City was able to just get a couple of stops on Buffalo, and I think Buffalo only got one stop on Kansas City other than the end of the first half, if I remember right. I could see it being like that, where it's just kind of back and forth, and then San Fran gets a stop, is able to score, start building a little bit of a lead from there, and then it's going to be too late. So, yeah, I think San Fran covers here. But, yeah, I'm not sad about it. I'm not sad. I know a lot of Lions fans at this point are like Super Bowl or bust. I just want a playoff win and a division win. I got it. I got one more playoff win. Obviously, I've kind of been on the Niners all year, picked them at the beginning to win. I have a lot of money on them to win, which obviously helps hedge out on this one. But, yeah, like Wyatt said, I don't want them to get blown out, and I don't want them to come down to a controversial penalty. other than that, win or lose, go Lions, but I'm good either way.
Yeah. I mean, Ethan said it perfectly, and you didn't just get one home playoff win. You guys got 2 home playoff wins, which is fantastic.
Yeah, if you told me or Wyatt or really any Lions fan at the beginning of the year that would be in the NFC Championship game, like no one would, I don't know, no one would be like, damn, that sucks. Like we didn't make the Super Bowl. Everyone would have been like, no way, we're in the championship. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna go from, I don't know, you're not gonna turn it around in basically a year and a half to win the Super Bowl from 2 years ago. They were a 3-win team. Just doesn't really happen that often. If it does, cool, that'd be sweet. But I'm cool with the championship.
Unfortunately, I'm with you guys as well. And I'm not gonna spend a long time talking because these guys already hit all the points. And Ethan, you said it, dude. Just the defenses don't match up. That's where you're seeing this edge at. We saw that 3-game losing skid to San Fran, because their pass defense was terrible. And I think you guys, Amon-Ra and those boys, they can still eat, and I think they can keep it competitive. It's just San Fran and Baltimore, they're just kind of been on another level all season long. Unfortunately, it comes down to our teams that they have to face. But, I mean, hey, we're happy we got here. Worst case scenario for Ethan is if the Niners win and Chiefs win, and then Chiefs win the Super Bowl, because I know you have futures on Baltimore and the Niners, and then your team, the Lions. So
Yes.
I'm praying for you, buddy.
That is worst case scenario. Yeah, loved the Chiefs last year. They were my rooting interest with my futures, but yeah, this year it has to be San Fran, or I'm looking for a new house probably. So we'll see.
All right, guys, you ready to get a squad ride?
Yeah, one more thing I will say that I just forgot to mention. If Debo plays, I mean, I would suggest betting the -7. I will not be betting the -7, so you won't see it coming out for me in an article or on Twitter. That's just because, like I said, I already have the futures on San Fran, and I just don't want to actively root against Detroit in that game for a separate bet. But if Debo plays, I would definitely recommend betting that. And then one more thing, one reason why I like San Fran, they had a major scare against Green Bay on Saturday. So I think they're going to tighten up this week and really buckle down and definitely not take Detroit for granted. So kind of like that. But under Kansas City, Baltimore, is that?
I have my big 3. I love
like
it, but I've got another one. So if we want to do that, that's fine.
I'm down for that.
Okay. Kansas City, Baltimore under 44.5 for the squad ride.
Love it.
Wyatt, what do you think Ethan should do? Should he tweet out just like Lions money line and then instantly retweet it with a red X? That way he makes sure you guys win?
His reverse jinx is something they have only told about in history books. Like this thing is, or fairy tale. Like this thing is, I've never seen anything like it. I got annoyed at first. I was like, dude, just let it go. Like give the game a little bit of break. It's still the first quarter. And then now I'm just like, all right, when's it coming? When's it coming? Is it going to be? Sometimes he even does it sometimes when he did it. I think it was the NBA over the weekend. He did it when this team was up by 2 and he had them +8 and he's like, yep, this is done. I'll see it in the morning. I was like, they're up. You have a 10-point cushion. But yeah, I respect it now. It's like, I don't know what percentage of a hit rate it is, but it's profitable.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did it last night in that Fresno State college basketball game. I mean, they were down 16. I had them +6. There was like 9 minutes left. I mean, obviously, still a lot of game left, chance to cover. The second I tweet that out, 11-0 run Fresno State, and they never looked back from there. Like, I can't explain it. It just makes me feel good at this point when I do it, and when I don't do it, I feel like I let an opportunity slip away. So, yeah. I mean, I might just do it with the under for that squad ride. I might tweet it out and then immediately exit.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Oh, the kickoff. Nothing's happened yet. Nothing's happened yet. Why is he exiting it? Who wants to start with the big 3?
I can go.
You want to go for it?
Sure. Give me the over in San Fran, Detroit. I got it at 50.5. I'm not sure where it's at, but give me the over. Give me the Chiefs plus 3.5. And then I'm going to rock with a player prop here. I got a safe one or a risky one. Which one do you guys prefer?
We probably need to go safe for the graphic.
All right, risky it is. We're going the risky one. Give me Jamison Williams, highest or having the longest reception in the game, plus 350.
Nice.
Thought process on that one. I think Amon-Ra is going to get shut down. San Fran is the 2 best linebackers in the league. That kind of hypothetically shuts down Laporta and Gibbs. One deep ball to J-Mo, 40 yards. No Debo possibly. It's between J-Mo and Ayuk. And plus 350, snag me it. Or you can take the safe bet was J-Mo over 27.5 receiving yards. But I like longest reception, plus 350.
I like that. Yeah, I have not looked into player props. So I don't have a price here. I will take Baltimore minus the 3.5. I'll take San Fran minus the 7. And then I'm gonna ride with my guy one more time. He made me a lot of money this year, so I'll take Laporta anytime touchdown. Think he's, I don't know. The first game back, he was kind of a decoy, but he did score. Last game back, he played quite a bit. Looked pretty healthy again, and yeah, I'll just ride him one more time, right into the sunset, and let's see, it is plus 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it.
You could hear in his voice how pissed off he was that it wasn't Dawson Knox first touchdown.
Dude, that guy.
That is your bet, dude.
I owe that guy.
Ethan, I'm with you on Baltimore minus 3.5. I think Amon-Ra still eats. I think he still eats against San Fran. That spread scared me, so I stayed away from that. I got Amon-Ra over 83.5 receiving yards. I'll go Rashee Rice anytime touchdown, plus 140.
Like it.
Obviously, I mean, Kelsey is a good bet, but he's going to be way juiced up compared to Rice. We saw that sweep that ended up being a fumble at the back of the end zone to Mecole. That's actually been ran a lot this year, and it's been pretty successful. We've scored a couple touchdowns off of it when Rashee does it. So maybe we try it again and we let the guy who scores touchdowns do it instead of the fumble. I know that Kelsey was talking like, oh, I should have blocked my guy better. It's my fault that they want to get him involved. This is the championship game. I don't think you take a lot of chances. Rashee Rice is your best dude. Anytime touchdown, plus 140. Take it.
I like it. Did you see that? I think Barstool posted it. Like, Mecole Hardman left it all on the field, and it was his stat line. It was like 1 catch for 2 yards and a fumble, 1 rush for -1 yard and a fumble. Like, yeah, it was just.
Bro, that's our big mid-season trade, dude.
Yeah.
You got to trade for those kind of guys.
Not to bring up that game or the refs, how was that ruled a fumble? How did they overturn that? Like,
I thought it was.
I mean,
I was a little.
I mean, it was. Maybe I don't know. It didn't look to me like it was. What's the word?
Enough
indisputable.
To see. Yes, I agree.
In my opinion, I mean, you could definitely see it. I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell where his ass cheeks were or where that's like. I don't know.
Right.
But also, I love that rule. Everyone hates that rule. I love it. I love the fumble through the end zones. The other team's ball into 20. I love that rule.
Yeah, I thought it was a fumble, but then I was like, I don't know if there's enough to overturn that.
Right.
I was kind of shocked they didn't call it a fumble on the field, but yeah.
You can't though. If you say, okay, we're gonna stick with the ruling on the field, instantly everybody's coming at you. Oh, they're rigging it for the Chiefs, man. You have to call that. So I get it. I got it.
Did you also see someone posted like, this is what the Bills expected the Chiefs to do when they faked it to DeMar, and it was like that little kid like Make-A-Wish scoring for Nebraska. Honestly, that was I get if they only had 10 guys on the line, but
comeback player of the year.
That was just baffling. And they were doing so much motion. I was like, what's going on here? Like,
the Chiefs had 10 people on the field. That's why. They thought they saw
from
something.
Your own 35. Like,
if he doesn't win comeback player of the year after that. I need a word with whoever votes for that.
Yeah, 1 carry for 2 yards. I mean, what a season.
Have a career, guy. All right, you guys got anything else to add before we get out of here?
No, I'm excited for the Super Bowl. If it's Chiefs Lions, it's going to be the most electric intentional lounging episode ever. So be sure to tune in if the Lions and Chiefs win. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, good luck with your bets this weekend.
Next week is the Super Bowl. If you guys have been following us and watched every episode since week 1, let us know. We'd like to know who's been along for the ride and watched every episode. So leave a comment down in this video. Let us know who you are. We can send some love your way. Besides that, guys, head over to bettergreen.com so you guys can see all of our articles, buy some of our merch, check out all the things we got over there, check out some of our new shows that we got coming out, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
Bubba's saying see ya, guys. He's freaking out back here.
You better start listening to the Better and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover old spot from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better and Green.